Art and Fear. Observations on the Perils and Rewards of Art-Making. By David Bayles and Ted Orland. Narrated by Arthur Morey. Copyright 1993 by David Bayles and Ted Orland. This unabridged audiobook is published by arrangement with Image Continuum Press and was produced in the year 2012 by Tantor Media, Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Introduction. This is a book about making art. Ordinary art. Ordinary art means something like all art not made by Mozart. After all, art is rarely made by Mozart-like people. Essentially, statistically speaking, there aren't any people like that. But while geniuses may get made once a century or so, good art gets made all the time. Making art is a common and intimately human activity, filled with all the perils and rewards that accompany any worthwhile effort. The difficulties art makers face are not remote and heroic, but universal and familiar. This, then, is a book for the rest of us. Both authors are working artists, grappling daily with the problems of making art in the real world. The observations we make here are drawn from personal experience and relate more closely to the needs of artists than to the interests of viewers. This book is about what it feels like to sit in your studio or classroom, at your wheel or keyboard, easel or camera, trying to do the work you need to do. It is about committing your future to your own hands, placing free will above predestination, choice above chance. It is about finding your own work. David Bayles and Ted Orland. Part 1. Writing is easy. All you do is sit staring at a blank sheet of paper until the drops of blood form on your forehead. Gene Fowler. 1. The nature of the problem. Life is short, art long, opportunity fleeting, experience treacherous, judgment difficult. Hippocrates, 460 to 400 B.C. Making art is difficult. We leave drawings unfinished and stories unwritten. We do work that does not feel like our own. We repeat ourselves. We stop before we have mastered our materials, or continue on long after their potential is exhausted. Often the work we have not done seems more real in our minds than the piece.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?